last day, Pankaj sir and I looked at each other and we were like, थोड़ा कुछ गलत वलत कर दें ताकि एक आध दिन बढ़ जाए शूट का. This is the best job in the world.
कि इन्होंने मतलब प्रशंसा की है तो ठीक है, आलोचना की है तो भी ठीक है. उससे मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा प्रभाव नहीं होता, इफेक्ट नहीं करता है मुझे.
You are not a poet, you are not a writer, you are not a cricketer, you are not an artist. You are nothing. Only you have internet. So it doesn't bother me. They are fabulous actors.
Hey guys, my name is Shravan Shah, and today I'm going to be having a conversation with the cast and makers of Kadak Singh. What's up, guys? How are you guys doing?
Very good. Very well.
First of all, congratulations on the premiere of the trailer at IFFI Goa. Yesterday, sir, जब मैं IFFI में था और आपका नाम अनाउंस हुआ था, you were one of the few celebrities who got the loudest cheer. Okay, and I was like, whoa, Pankaj Tripathi represent. When that happens, as an artist, क्या आपको लगता है that यार जो हम करने आए थे उसके लिए बहुत सारा प्यार मिल रहा है और इतना ज़्यादा सपोर्ट मिल रहा है, क्या रिएक्शन होता है आपका?
कुछ नहीं, खुश होते हैं, विनम्र होते हैं, अंदर अंदर थैंक यू करते हैं. माइक रहता है तो माइक पे भी थैंक यू कर देते हैं.
परफेक्ट.
जनता को, ईश्वर को.
Aniruddha, what is it that every time when you come up with a film, how do you always manage to add the thriller element to it? Is it that you are drawn to thrillers or is it vice versa?
Life is full of thrill. अब जिंदगी में देखो ना, there is something is happening, something. But this is a thriller. At the same time, this is a life story also. And I love thriller. I grew up with Hitchcock.
Yeah.
तो बहुत मजा आता है. But I'll tell you something. This film is more than a thriller.
Okay.
I'll not reveal much. It has a lot of layers, relationship, and discovery of life.
Perfect. Parvathy, when you're a part of a thriller, okay, of course there are things that are written in the script and you're like, hey, this is what my character is supposed to do. But do you as an artist ever sit back and make notes and probably draw like a parallel story to what is the backstory of the character and why this person is acting the way this person is acting?
Yeah, that's a great question. I usually always do that. And if I find that my director and my co-actors are also a part of it, nothing like it.
Yeah.
That's the kind of jugalbandi you want. That's the kind of collaboration you want. There are times that I don't always get that. There are separate tracks, but always aligned. But here it was collaboration pro max.
Yeah.
Right? Like from the time Tonida spoke to me, we were on a Zoom chat, then we were in Bombay discussing. I can't believe for a character that was written on paper, when you look at it, that might have a certain limitation when you look at it on paper.
Yeah.
It just became so much more than that.
Yeah.
And it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And then when I was on set, it just goes to show that if you're open to being affected by your partners, and I was at the safest space to get impacted by Pankaj, by Sanjana, by Jaya, and every time, even Avigda and the crew, technical crew, who are there to give you everything, and you just have to either reflect off it or sponge it up. And that was the best case scenario for me with this film. Yeah.
Sanjana, to what she said, that on paper your character may not be literally telling you everything that you'll be probably playing on screen, right? Has it ever happened with you that on paper your character said so much, but actually on screen when it transpired between that paper to camera, something just went off and you were like, hey, this is not what I was prepared for? Has it happened with you?
I mean, luckily up till now, the opposite has happened, because I think I come from a very similar space like Parvathy, where when I read a story, I don't read it just for what my character is doing. I mean, whether, it was even when I was little and I did Rockstar and things like that, and Mandy became so much more than what I could have ever imagined. You realize that, like she said, it's about just being true to that moment, but sometimes what's written on paper doesn't translate. That is true. I pray and hope that that doesn't happen too much in my journey. But I also know that the chemistry and alchemy that plays out on a set the way it did for us is rare, because I have been on a few now, and I know that I don't feel this motivated and at peace every day. Like I remember in Calcutta on our last day, Pankaj sir and I looked at each other and we were like, थोड़ा कुछ गलत वलत कर दें ताकि एक आध दिन बढ़ जाए शूट का, क्योंकि बहुत जल्दी हो रहा था सब कुछ. It was getting over so fast. So I think the right team kind of makes everything feel right.
Wow. Jaya, have you ever walked up to your director while shooting and, you know, have you gone like, hey, you know, probably this is what is expected from my character and this is what you're expecting as a filmmaker, but I want to just give another take to just kind of give a different tone to it, and whether you use it or no is on you, but let me just give an extra take. Have you ever done that?
Extra take. इनफैक्ट टोनी ने जो जैसे हम लोगों को प्रिपेयर किया है तो उनका स्टाइल थोड़ा अलग है. हाँ, वो सेट पर तो कुछ नहीं बोलता है, सो जो बता रहा है सब वो उसका वर्कशॉप थोड़ा अलग किस्म का है. जो पार्वती ने बोला ऐसे किया था. तो जब शूटिंग पर जब एक टेक देने के बाद और अगर उसका पसंद नहीं है ना तो वो बोलता है, वो नहीं स्ट्रेट तो नहीं बोलता है लेकिन बोलता है कि हाँ थोड़ा अलग ऐसे करके भी कर सकते हैं, थोड़ा और ऐसे कर सकते हैं. तो तब हम लोग समझ जाते हैं हाँ थोड़ा ये थोड़ा भी अच्छा हो सकता है ऐसे कर.
करेक्ट. पंकज सर, जैसे संजना बात कर रही थी राइट, कि आप बहुत बार एक ऐसे कैरेक्टर प्ले कर लेते हैं जो लोगों के जहन में फॉर एवर रह जाते हैं एंड यू बिकम अ पार्ट ऑफ हिस्ट्री, जहाँ पे अगर probably 20 years down the line, if somebody even wants to refer to something, they will, वो आपकी फिल्म देखेंगे, आपका शो देखेंगे और जो आपने किरदार निभाया है वो उनके लिए एक बेंचमार्क बन जाता है. बट व्हेन यू आर प्लेइंग अ कैरेक्टर लाइक दैट एवर, क्या आपको जब आप प्ले भी करो तब आपको क्या समझ आता है कि यार ये शायद से रह जाएगा ऑडियंस के साथ?
बड़ा मुश्किल है कहना. कई बार लगता है कि हाँ रह जाएगा, कई बार पता नहीं होता है कि ये कैसा होगा, ये लोग तो श्योर नहीं होते हैं. बट कुछ जैसे इस स्क्रिप्ट में इतनी बढ़िया वेल रिटन स्क्रिप्ट थी कि मैं पहली रीडिंग किया और ये 2 घंटे में मेरे को लगा मैं तो फिल्म करनी है मुझे. रात में पढ़ा और सुबह बोला मैं कर रहा हूँ, अब डेट्स मैनेज करेंगे कैसे. तो कहानी बहुत पसंद आई बट उसका एकदम श्योर नहीं है कि रह ही जाएगा. बट अगेन ये बड़ा ऑर्गेनिक मामला है, बोलना बड़ा मुश्किल है.
Aniruddha, with Pink, right? Like, do people even today walk up to you and be like, hey, the film that you made, what an iconic film, and we have referred to it so much, and do you know this? That as artists, and rather this question is for all of you all, that when you're a part of any kind of project, right, do you all know this, that what you all are technically creating is history? Because probably 40 years down the line, somebody will watch one of your work and your work is their referral point. Like, and at that moment, you all feel like, damn, I was not probably prepared for this. Does this ever happen to you guys?
No, when we make a film, right, I don't think about what is happening, going to happen to the film. I enjoy the moment. I live with the moment.
Okay.
तो मेरे को जब कुछ कर रहे हैं, I take the best of the, you know, elements from that situation.
Okay.
उसको we call it laikari. And he say jugalbandi. Laikari is the most. See, I grew up with my friends who were classical musicians. So they always they used to do laikari and mirtan and jugalbandi. Everything is impromptu. Everything is symbiotic. Everything is happening, and everything is organic. It's like a stream. It's like a river. Let it flow. So if we think of result, you know, there will be a lot of baggage. ऐसा हो जाऊंगा.
Yeah.
I want to stay like this.
Yeah.
You know, and we should have lot of energy, lot of fun, and I do that. And fun means not fun. It's creative fun.
Yes. Of course, if you think of it like there is a responsibility, of course, there is a baggage that you'll carry. But don't actors, in the most subtle way, also kind of carry that baggage all that time?
I wouldn't refer to it as baggage. I find it as the most beautiful responsibility you can take on yourself. In a way, we have these unique stamps of the times we are living in, which we are chapifying on the audience as we are going. And while doing that, we are altering ourselves forever, you know, or maybe not even altering, we are just symbiotically just getting better, evolving, you know. So I feel like this is the best job in the world because you get to tell stories, you get to observe, watch people, love people. So much more important is to be able to exercise our muscle of empathy and love. constantly, because it's so easy to become bitter in this world. It is so easy to stop loving, judging, pointing fingers. And every time I'm on set, I'm with a character, with my team, I am like, character development is happening, dude, every single day. This is like, oh, aaj ka lesson badhiya tha.
But I also, sorry, just to add there, this kind of, you know, blinker focus that Parvathy has and Pankaj has and even Jaya has, I feel like that's what us younger actors need to constantly remind ourselves. And I can at least say so for myself that there's so much that's new about what is constituted as entertainment today. We kind of confuse Instagram with movies. We confuse what a good actor is with how people are engaging with you on social media. And the reality is that the audiences only connect with you because of what you do here. Yeah. So if you aren't meditative about the act in acting, there is nothing else. Yeah. But this level of awareness and focus is A, for me, inspirational, and B, the most challenging thing. Because especially today, I remember 10 years ago also, it used to be much easier what Tony Da is saying, that you come in, you get the day done and you feel good about it. Yeah. But now is the red carpet more important than what you do in an action cut?
Social media important.
But it never will be, is what's important to remember.
पंकज सर, क्या इजी होता है एक एक्टर को जब आपका प्रॉब्ली एक प्रोजेक्ट आ जाता है, ठीक है? सबसे पहली बात तो क्या आप सोशल मीडिया पे जाके ये भी पढ़ते हो कि लोगों ने क्या लिखा है आपकी मूवी के बारे में? डज इट इवन मैटर आफ्टर योर फिल्म रिलीजेस, और डू नॉट इवन रीड योर रिव्यूज?
नहीं, पढ़ते भी हैं, नहीं भी पढ़ते हैं, और उसका असर नहीं होता है कि इन्होंने मतलब प्रशंसा की है तो ठीक है, आलोचना की है तो भी ठीक है, उससे मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा प्रभाव नहीं होता, इफेक्ट नहीं करता है मुझे, कि ठीक है, जिसकी जितनी समझ है वो वैसा ही करेगा। और सोशल मीडिया एक डेमोक्रेटिक प्लेटफॉर्म है जहाँ जिसको जो मन है लिख दे, कुछ भी लिख दे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, तो उसको उसी तरीके से लिया जाए।
बट जैसे आपने अभी कहा, जैसे सोशल मीडिया इज अ डेमोक्रेटिक प्लेटफॉर्म, राइट? बट अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स व्हेन समबडी इज इवन रिव्यूइंग समथिंग, you also know that this is not constructive criticism, it is just being said because I either want to get your attention or I want to pull you down. As an artist, when you read something like that, do you know after the 3 lines के हाँ, let's ignore this?
बिल्कुल,
समझ जाता है ना वो?
हाँ, देखो, फ्रीडम के लिए हिंदी में 2 शब्द है, एक स्वतंत्रता, एक स्वाधीनता। स्वतंत्रता मतलब कुछ भी, अस्वाधीनता मतलब हमने एक अपनी लिमिट बनाई है, उसके तहत हम बात करेंगे। क्योंकि हम फ्रीडम हो गए तो बिना हेलमेट के रोड पे नहीं जा सकते हैं, वो रूल है, उसको फॉलो करना है। कि हम तो फिर देश आज़ाद हो गए, अंग्रेज चले गए, क्यों पहनेंगे हेलमेट? तो वो तो 3 लाइन में पता चल जाता है कि ये व्यक्ति जो लिख रहे हैं इनका इंटेंशन क्या है लिखने के पीछे, और यहाँ समय खर्च करना है कि नहीं खर्च करना है।
बट you know, being a filmmaker, after you've given so much to a film where it's pre-production, production, post-production and all of that, and when people probably don't even, you know, spend that kind of constructive criticism, but just probably say what's coming to their head, does it kind of rile you up somewhere?
If I'm honest, as an artist, I need a pat on my shoulder.
Of course.
End of the day, a clap, a pat matters.
Yeah.
This is good. But social media mein kya hai, I'll tell you something. I wrote to somebody that you are not a poet, you are not a writer, you are not a cricketer, you are not an artist. You're nothing. Only you have internet. So it doesn't bother me.
Wow.
आपको पास कुछ नहीं है, आपको पास इंटरनेट, करो जो मन है. But I love criticism also. I learn. See, all of us, we have to grow.
Yeah.
We have to learn.
Yeah.
And my friends, yesterday, Pankaj ji, they were not there. They don't give me any space. My daughter doesn't give me any space. My very close friend, kya kar rahe ho? Kuch nahi hua. I love that. So that I love a friction creates. A spark happens, a light happens through a spark. You know?
Yeah.
So it's important. But in social media, some people write for the sake of it. It doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother you.
Not at all. I take it very lightly. Time pass.
Yeah.
When you are not doing anything, are kitna like wow.
You know, you spoke about human development, right? But has this ever happened to you that you have probably taken a step back and been like, hey, I'm kind of behaving like my character. Let's say character from Kadak Singh for that matter. And then you are probably not, you don't even realize it, but it's your peers who realize, okay, hey, you're behaving like the last character that you played. You need, this is not you. This is not the real you. Has this happened to you ever?
Not really. It hasn't happened in that, in a simplistic way to look at it. It hasn't happened that, oh, I suddenly have the mannerism of my character, or I'm speaking, or I have the temper of my character. But my characters have taught me things. Way on, much later, maybe like 3-4 years later, my character might give me the intelligence I need for a particular life moment that I'm dealing with. That comes from having meditated on this character for this period of time. If I didn't, it's a missed opportunity, more like it. It has happened to me several times that, be it Sameera or Sarah, different characters that I have done, and I wonder how did I deal with this, you know, adversity in my life? How did I know what to do? And I realized, oh, this is what Sameera would have done. Oh, I just channeled her then. I just, you know, and that wouldn't have happened if I didn't listen to her when I was performing her. And I think that is one of the best things. I feel like I have an army of women that I have portrayed, supporting me, carrying me through life. Wow. You know, so that's beautiful.
Sanjana, has that happened to you, that probably while you were shooting for Kadak Singh, because again, it's not like your simple slice of life film, right? There are a lot of layers, like he said. When you portray those characters, you are in the zone, right? When you're performing then for the schedule that you are in. But when you probably, there is a break and you go back to your actual life, you start almost behaving like that character, and then people have to tell you, okay, hey friend, this is not you. Has it happened to you?
With me though, it's happening a lot, because I think maybe after a few more films, I'll develop better tools to come out of my characters better, because I am far from switch on, switch off right now. And especially with Sakshi, Tony Da, me, Pankaj sir, we all spent a lot of time in our Kadak Singh world. Even before we started shoot, Pankaj sir very generously, we did this long workshop at his house for 10 days plus, and we wouldn't specifically talk about the world, but we knew that we were entering it subconsciously. And Sakshi, because she is so connected to her father, I won't say too much, but I come from a very protected, warm household, and Sakshi doesn't. And playing her and feeling how lonely she felt at moments of time and how alone and confused she felt has kind of given me that strength, because I am also a girl from Delhi living alone in Mumbai trying to make something of myself, you know, and many times I also feel many things. And then I've thought about her subliminally, like Parvathy said, not consciously, and it's given me that strength that if she can do that, this is nothing. So that strength has been the biggest takeaway.
But I have to tell you this, like yesterday when I watched the trailer, okay, this is one particular scene that, and you know, it comes from what you just said, that those workshops that you did with Pankaj sir, I think that kind of transpired to me in that scene where you are shaving, you know, and he says, "Ke pata nahi tu meri beti ho ya nahi, but jiski bhi beti ho." I was like, damn, I could see that relationship established, and if I can see that in the trailer, I only know it's going to multiply when I watch the film. So I think good job on that workshop that you guys did there. Jai, when you guys do a workshop, right, before a film, how important, or rather, as an artist, what do you take from those workshops, and do you probably carry that on to your next project when you do it?
तो क्या है, जब हम एक फिल्म करते हो और एक कैरेक्टर करते हो, तो हम क्या वो एक वी डेवलप एज अ पर्सन ऑल्सो, ओके. तो वो ही बोल रहे थे नहीं, हम तो वो कैरी फॉरवर्ड करते हुए एवरी कैरेक्टर से ना, तो ये सब तो ये छोड़ के नहीं जाते हो, हम तो ये कैरी फॉरवर्ड करते हो, और लाइफ के एक्सपीरियंस में और क्या है, फिल्म के हिसाब से, कैरेक्टर के हिसाब से भी ये काम करते हैं, करवाते हैं. लेकिन जो वर्कशॉप इस करेक्ट सिंह में किया है, ये मैं ये बोलना चाहती हूँ, ये थोड़ा डिफरेंट तरीका से कराते हैं. और हम लोग ये एक साथ कुछ नहीं, ये कुछ कनेक्टेड नहीं है फिल्म के साथ, लेकिन वो बहुत 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 ही गहरी बात करते हैं लाइफ का, और क्या और हिज एक्सपीरियंसेस, एंड वी शेयर सो मेनी थिंग्स, ऐसे करते हैं. सो ये क्या होता है, एक एज अ artist and also as a human being we develop. And ये clarified करते हुए लाता हूँ ऐसे.
Wow. What do you exactly do in workshop? What is so different? Now I need to know, because now that I've heard from so many people, I'm like, क्या करते हैं workshop में आप?
They are fabulous actors. Fabulous means fabulous. I told somebody I was in a paradise of actors, and there was a problem of plenty.
Wow.
And I, with a lot of responsibility, answer that. You know, but क्या है, when we talk, we know each other. The main thing, developing an art or as a human being, we have to know each other. So during Kadak Singh, we had a very interesting relationship between all of us. And sometimes we didn't used to talk also. We used to have a cup of tea and we used to sit, we used to see the world.
Yeah.
तो हो जाता है, एक resonance, एक reverberation होता है. And acting and cinema is a very, very tough and important thing.
Yeah.
It's not a very easy thing. It has to happen.
Yeah.
You can't make it happen. It happens.
I want to add something there. You know, on a set, when you have a director, a captain of the ship, as we call them, who understands to give you space, like Jayaji was saying, it's not like he keeps telling what to change. He'll come and sometimes look at you and be like, thoda aise karke. And then we are like, I don't know how to understand it, but I understood it. There is a difference in an angle or something, some geometrical that I might have taken from it. So yes, he communicates differently, sometimes lets us figure it out. But the one thing that I've noticed is, on a set where there's one love language that we all share, was khana.
I'm trying to not see.
Yeah.
Right? If that is there, even if we don't get each other, he'll get some Bengali food and we are all back in the same track again. The chai, the food.
We did that workshop, both of us.
Yeah.
Begun bhaja and mutton kosha, you know, and luchi.
So that is that one of the secret ingredient for your workshop?
At the end of the film, we are all a
इवन
bit
शुरू होने के टाइम टोनी दा ने बोला एक दिन हमारी बातचीत रीडिंग में कि हम लोग खाना पीना खाएंगे और जो टाइम बचेगा तो फिल्म बना लेंगे. तो हमारे प्रोड्यूसर का अलर्ट खड़ा हुआ कह रही यार ये लोग खाना पीना खाएंगे और बचे हुए समय में फिल्म बनाएंगे. तो वैसे फिल्म बनी है. हम कलकत्ता में खा रहे थे बंगला खाना और खाने से जो टाइम बचा है उसमें बनी हुई फिल्म है कड़क सिंह.
But last one for all of y'all, if you have to describe the entire film in 2 words for me, each person, we're going to begin with you, Parvathy.
Cruel question. That's
It's
a
okay.
cruel question.
That's the idea of it. Tell me 2 words.
make us reveal things. It's a
No, don't. I am not even saying reveal anything. I'm just saying 2 words. Give me 2 words, Parvathy.
Spectacular life.
Ooh, nice.
2 words. Yeah, it's spectacular.
Sir, Dosha.
चलो केयर और मिस्ट्री.
questions, a lot of questions, and a lot of love. The questions.
I
and
like
love.
how nobody's revealing much. Very like
If you put it
safe
all
Max
together,
Pro is
you're
happening
revealing
here. Very safe Max Pro. Good homework you all have done, guys. Yes, sir. 2 words.
Responsibility, integrity.
Ah, and 2 words, Jaya.
Rediscovering of relationship and is that the word?
3 words.
Wow.
3 words, okay. Yeah.
But
Off, we are not counting the relationships. Nice. Not bad, guys. Thank you so much for having a chat with me, all of you guys. Such a wonderful cast here. Hoping to see you guys super soon. All the very best for Kadak Singh. It premieres on the 8th of December. I'm going to see you guys super soon. Till then, this one is a wrap.